I know you haven't been married, right? But if you living with your partner, because you live with your partner, right? Before
Hmm.
when y'all were sharing finances, living together, was it required that they would talk to you about giving a family member money?
No. Especially not back then when I was doing it because he was taking care of the majority of the bills anyway. So no, but if I was married, um, for me, if it was over a certain amount, I would prefer to know than not know. And I think that should be a discussion, you know. So
Yeah,
like say somebody wants to borrow like $10, $15, I don't care about that. Whatever. But something that's going to impact our finances or I mean maybe even if it wouldn't impact our finances, but a large amount, yeah, that I think something like that should be discussed.
what's the threshold? Like what's considered this petty money versus like we need to have a discussion about it.
Probably my $100 limit that I have for myself. Because I look at it as I mean I know this advice has gone on all over the place, but you know the usually people say when you give don't expect to get it back. So
Well, my shit back.
yeah, no, but I'm saying that, but the thing is, if you give somebody, only give if you can give it and not miss it. So that's what I think. If it's over 100, I'm first of all, usually, like I said, usually my answer is no. But if it is somebody that I'm willing to give that type of money to, I do think that should be a discussion.
I read a book back in the day. It was called, I think, The King of Babylon. And it was like this book of like parables that applied to finances, right? And one of the things that they recommended was if somebody asks you for money, ask them to give you collateral. So like if they say, "Hey, Tay, I need $100. I need $100 till payday," right? And you'd be like, "Okay, that TV you got in your guest room, bring it over here." And you give me $100 back, I give you the TV back. And what happens is people be like, "Oh man, you got to do all that." So number one, either they're not gonna get the money right because then they got pissed off, or number two,
Hmm.
they're gonna give you your money back right because they want their TV back, or you got a TV. So that
Right.
that was a way that some people say of handling it. Um, I just feel like at this stage of my life, the answer is no. It's just no. It's no. I fell for a couple of sob stories, and I do think that if you're in, especially, in a marriage, you do have to have a conversation. You have to have a conversation
Hmm.
about it. Because I've had different family members hit me up for bread, and because how we ran our household was that there was one account that paid all our bills. Whatever savings, whatever the money we was trying to invest, vacation, everything came out of this one. Both of our paychecks went into one checking account. Then from there, whatever was left, we split it evenly between the two. So it's like equal sacrifice, right? And it really like
Hmm.
eliminates a lot of the money problems that you have. Because like when we first got married, it was like, okay, well, I make this much and you make this much. So I'm gonna pay these bills right here, then you pay these bills, and you try to kind of level it out. But really, if it's just like, hey, if we all just put it all into one pot, pay what we got to pay, and then split it up, then it works. Now, if my money is coming out of my personal stash after we paid all our bills, I could give whoever I want money. But in that scenario, do you think I still would need to check in with you?
Depending on the amount, I still think a conversation should be had. I mean, even if you
That's,
decide to give it
that's not
anyway.
so though. That's impacting me personally.
Right, I get it, I get it. But still, because okay, look at it this way. The government doesn't see y'all as having separate. So like if y'all get a divorce, the government typically, unless y'all have like a prenup, is gonna say all of this money is together, even if you all have your separate accounts. So I don't know. I just even like I said, even if you're gonna give it anyway, I still feel like a conversation is the considerate thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see
But
that.
you're talking to me, the person who wants to know everything anyway.
So TJ said yes, all major decisions should be discussed. So I guess there's a threshold for what she has. And Carmen says, depending on how they allocate money, if they do the joint, all money is going in one account and they pay bills out of that account, then yes. If they go the percentage to pay bills in one pot and then everybody has their own extra, then no, because he can't just pay out of his funds. Okay. Okay. And then L said all money should be discussed. In my personal and professional life, I've observed damage to otherwise healthy relationships because a spouse was constantly giving money to family members and or putting things in their names as if the family members were their dependents. Whether the couple manages their finances from a joint or individual, damn, Elle had a long one. Whether the couple manages their finances from a joint or individual account, money is being siphoned from the household to people who, if they were in a bind, could not reciprocate. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and that's always why I think it should be discussed. Only because my question, if somebody needs to borrow a significant amount of money and they're saying, I'm going to pay you back. But my thing is, what happens, like say they want it for a bill. Okay, well, what happens next month? This bill is still going to come up. What's your plan on taking care of next month and paying me back? So, I don't know. I feel like that's one of the reasons why money should be discussed.
Yeah, I mean, and so what if you found out? I'm gonna flip it, right? What if you found out that your dude was getting money, say from his favorite girl cousin or from his mom? He was borrowing from them, right? Y'all got your household, but he's borrowing money and you don't know about it. Would you feel some sort of way about that?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause because why are you going outside of the house to borrow money? I mean, if we're a couple and I don't know that you need to borrow money, or I mean, I yeah, that's that wouldn't fly for me.
So feel you on that. Because on the flip side, if my gal was asking like her uncle or somebody for some bread, I'm gonna look at it in a different way because I'm like, well, why are you asking him for money? Because that makes me look like a chump, right?
Hmm.
Like, okay, well, damn, you asking me for money, what's your husband doing?
Yeah. I know my father would have asked that. Well, what's going on in your marriage that you can't ask him for money? Yeah.